Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back into the Bears Den, an NFL podcast with the Chicago Bears First Focus. I'm your host, Alex. Here today, going to discuss my preview, my thoughts, what I want to see for the Bears against their upcoming game this weekend against the San Francisco 49ers. Before I jump into that, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Really close to 100 subscribers. That would mean the world to me if I could hit that before the end of the year. Really close. I know that we can do it. I know that there's a lot of viewers here that are not subscribed, so just hit that button. It takes just 1 second, and it really helps me grow and promote the channel. So I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. And with that being said, Bears going on the road this week, 325 game against the San Francisco 49ers. And this is a very winnable game for the Bears. The Bears have been in every single game this year, basically, except for, I guess, the Arizona game and, oddly enough, the New England game. With how the Bears played on Thanksgiving against Detroit, in my eyes, the best team in the league, the Bears have a chance to win every single game the rest of the season. I don't care who the opponent is. They have a solid chance to beat anyone because they've played each of the NFC North teams to one score, Minnesota to overtime, and they've been in one-score games against a lot of solid teams in the league this year. What do I want to see this week? There's a few things that I really want to see. There's a few things that I'm really hoping that can happen. First off, I want to see effort. I want to see a new type of effort, energy, a new level, right? I want to see the team fighting for Thomas Brown. I want to see the team buying in and fighting for each other. And the team has a chance to prove to the fans, but also to the country, right, and the world, whoever's watching, that the problem wasn't the players on the team and the roster, that it was the former head coach. They have a chance to prove that. And you do that by going out, putting out your best effort, being smart, not having stupid penalties, playing well, protecting the football, getting after the football, making big plays, and having trust in each other. So that's the biggest thing that I want to see this week. I want to see the Bears fight. I want to see them have energy because, let's be honest, we've seen it since the Hail Mary. The team has been flat. They've had no energy. They clearly had lost all trust in Matt Eberflus, and we're not really giving it their all, right? So I want to see that. It was announced today that Trent Williams for the Niners will be out. Nick Bosa is doubtful to play. We already know that McCaffrey is going to IR. He is done essentially for the year. And Jordan Mason is also on IR, so he's done. So with that, there's not very many weapons for San Francisco. So this is a game that the Bears should win. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, I want to see the offense continue to be what it's been the past couple of weeks with Thomas Brown. Now, what I want to see, though, is them actually start fast. Against Detroit, it wasn't good enough. First half, terrible. Didn't do anything. Dug themselves into a hole. I want to see the team start fast because that was something under Matt Eberflus that never actually happened. The Bears didn't start fast. They would always start terribly slow. They would dig themselves a hole so big that they couldn't get out of it. They'd bring it back, and they'd manage to maybe make it a one-score game or maybe even take the lead in the fourth. But it was never enough. Now, Thomas Brown's going to be on the field because he's now the head coach. So I'm curious to see how, if any, if that impacts his play calling abilities. I don't think it will. And I think it will be beneficial having him on the sideline, being able to talk directly to Caleb before drives, after drives, and so on and so forth. But I want to see the offense start fast, and I want to see them continue to grow. I don't want them to all of a sudden, now that Thomas Brown is calling plays on the field, and now that he's the head coach, just completely die and have no idea how to play football again. They should be able to continue stacking what they've been building over the last 3 weeks and really kind of put some points on this San Francisco team. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, what do I want to see? Well, it's going to be interesting because Eric Washington is now in charge of the defense. I want to see better run defense because that's something that was always good under Matt Eberflus until this year. So I want to see that improve. I want to see less talking after plays. Guys like Tyree Stevenson and Brisker would do it. I don't think Brisker's playing this week, but he would always do that. And Montez Sweat and the guys up front, stop talking after plays, right? I get a little trash talk, right? But I'm tired of, if we're losing, seeing guys get in the face of receivers, running backs, quarterback, whatever, and talking. Get up, do your job, and play the game and play to win, and then you can talk after the game. I want to see pressure on third down from Eric Washington. The last really 5-6 weeks with Matt Eberflus, just sending 4 on 95% of third downs. Not good enough. So I want to see pressure. I want to see smart football. I want to see the team fighting. I want them to play good football. This is a game that the Bears should win. I believe that they will win. You have a chance to prove that it was the head coach. It wasn't the players on the roster. So I expect them to play hard. We'll see, what happens. It's looking like there's a chance that the Bears don't have DJ Moore or DeAndre Swift. That would be really tough. It seems like Roshan Johnson might not play. He was in concussion protocol. So the Bears are dealing with some injuries in themselves, but this is the most vulnerable the Niners have been in a long time. Brock Purdy's been struggling this year. Go take this game. Build momentum. Thomas Brown, this is your audition, right? Get the guys right, and you can be the head coach of this team moving forward. If you perform these next 5 weeks, you lead this team to some wins, this could be your job. Because I get it. I see people online saying, they hope the Bears lose. Let's get a better draft pick. While a better draft pick would be nice and would help the team, I don't care about the draft pick. We have the quarterback. We have the young receiver that we took in this last draft, right? And we could use it on an edge rusher or a lineman. I get it. But you can still get a decent or a pretty good or a very good lineman with the 12th, 15th, 16th pick, right? I want to see wins. I want to see the rookie quarterback continue to progress. And I want to see this chemistry between Thomas Brown and Caleb continue to evolve. Because if that evolves, Thomas Brown's your head coach. And if he's not, then the first round pick might not matter, because then you can just trade it for maybe a Sean McVay or a Kyle Shanahan or someone like that, if that opportunity presents itself. So go win the games. Play hard. Prove to the fans, to yourselves, to the nation, that the players on this Bears roster are good enough to compete. It was just the head coach holding them back. And that's all I care about. So as always, I appreciate you guys listening and tuning in. Like I said before, please hit that subscribe button. 10 subscribers away from 100 subs. That's my first big milestone, and that would really mean the world to me if we could get there before the end of the year. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Bear down. I will see you Monday, where we will be discussing a hopeful Bears victory over the San Francisco 49ers. Appreciate you guys as always. We'll see you Monday. Have a good one.